Finding time for a meeting can be hard enough in itself, and the challenge only becomes greater with busy schedules and a lack of overview. This, however, is a problem the OnTime Group Calendar can solve. There are different types of events you can create for yourself in your OnTime Group Calendar, depending on whether you're trying to make an all-day event, an appointment, or a meeting. To create an event, all you have to do is select the people you want to have a meeting with and the duration you want the event to have. Selecting people can be done either by checking them on the left side here or using the up and down arrows and spacebar to select. To make it even easier to grasp the calendar information, I'm going to click on the Show Selected button up here. This will reduce your view to only include the people you have currently selected. Now a visualization will appear in the top, showing when there are availabilities in the calendars. The red color means that at least one of the selected people are occupied. The white means that the selected people are free, but that there isn't enough time to do an event with your chosen duration. And lastly, the green means that everyone is available and that there is enough time. If I can't find any possible time slots in the near future, and it's important for me to have the meeting as soon as possible, I could choose to prioritize the invitees. I do that by using the meeting assistant, which is located in this column here. If I deselect people here, it means that their calendar won't be taken into consideration when trying to find a time slot, but with them still receiving the meeting invite and thereby being able to decide themselves if they should attend. As you can see, it frees up a lot of time if I choose not to take everyone's calendars into consideration. Now that I have a visualization of the calendar, I can just drag and drop in the calendar to create a meeting. When I drag, the event is green, unless I interfere with other things in the selected people's calendars. When I'm happy with the time slot, I can just release, and I can then fill out all the meeting details. When filling out the meeting details, I have a lot of options available to me, so if we take it from the top, I can see what conflicts my meeting might have, which for one could be useful if I have prioritized the invitees, since I can then see what people are busy with and assess the likelihood of them attending. You also have the option of adding catering to your meetings. This is done by clicking on Catering Order up here, but this add-on will be explained much further in the video on catering. Now, if I move down to the main section, I can choose what kind of event I want it to be, whether it is a meeting or an appointment. I can then choose if I want the event to be marked as private, if I want to set an alarm before the meeting, or still have my calendar show me as available despite the event. I can then fill out the meeting subject. When I look below, I can see the time and date has already been filled in with the duration of 2 hours, since that's how long I dragged it. I can also use the Find Free Time button if I'm not happy with the time slot I ended up with. This way I can get a clear and easy visualization of when I could do the meeting instead. If I for instance choose a date, I can then view my own calendar down here and select a time for the new meeting. I can also make the meeting repeating if I want to. This is done by clicking on the Create button here. Now I can easily choose how often I want the meeting to repeat, for instance daily, weekly, or a specific day each month, and I can choose for how long or how many times it should repeat. If I go back, I can edit my required and optional invitees, and if I want, I can also add an optional FYI, who should just be informed about the meeting, but who doesn't need an invite. I can book rooms and resources directly from here. So I might, for example, want to book a room in London for the meeting. This is very easy to do, and if changes are made to the meeting, it could be that it was moved. The room booking will automatically be updated without you having to worry about it. I can also add a category to the meeting. This determines which color the event is going to have in the calendar, so in this case I'm putting it in the project category. I also have customer ID and name fields. These represent the possibility to create custom fields in OnTime if you have some special requirement for meeting details in your company. This can all be done from the OnTime admin client. Lastly, I can also choose to add a description to the event. It could be that I wanted to let the invitees know what the agenda for the meeting is going to be, and I can also attach an image or document from here. When I'm done filling out the meeting details, all that is left to do is to send out the meeting invites. Now the meeting will appear in the calendar. It is shown as a gray area in the invitees' calendars since they haven't replied yet, but if they accept the event, it will get colored like it is in my calendar. If I want to edit an event, it is very simple. I can just double-click on it, then do whatever needs to be done and save it. I can also do it by just clicking once. Then I get the meeting details here on the right, and I can click on the Open button from here. If I want to change the time or date of the meeting, I can actually do that without even opening the event. Instead of opening it like before, I simply drag the meeting to my new desired time and release. OnTime will automatically update the time and date, as well as inform the attendees about the change. By dragging events like this, I can even move meetings from one user to another, as long as I have the rights to do so. Another useful feature in OnTime is the ability to quickly copy meetings. This is done by holding down the Shift key and then simply dragging the meeting you'd like to copy. OnTime will create a new, identical meeting, keeping all the information from your original meeting, like the subject, invitees, and category. I can also create meetings and appointments from my phone with OnTime Mobile. Here I can use many of the same features and functions as on the desktop. In OnTime Mobile, since it is hard to get a visual overview on a phone screen, the Find Free Time function really comes into play. So OnTime both helps you when finding time for a meeting, makes it easy to invite people, and allows you to quickly edit meeting details, saving you a lot of time. As always, remember you can access the OnTime tutorial videos directly from your group calendar by clicking on the question mark in the top right corner. This link takes you straight to the playlist relevant for the specific version of OnTime that you are running. Thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed the video and found it helpful. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe and check out the rest of the playlist. You can also visit our website for more information and to try it out yourself.